If you like me, I use magnetic screwdrivers all the time, and trying to put the E-clips on with magnetic screwdrivers, sometimes the magnetic screwdrivers will pull like your washer out of the way, or when you get the E-clip in position and you think it's going to be in position, and then you go to move it a little bit, the magnetic screwdriver will draw it out of the way, and then all your hard work is wasted. And so you grab a different screwdriver, and come to find out it's also magnetic. Also, uh, wooden dowels work really well for once you get the E-clip where you want it. You take and push the E-clip on with a wooden dowel, and that's why chopsticks. I love Chinese food, and I go out to Chinese restaurants, and I buy I don't buy. They give me chopsticks if you ask for them. There's a pair. Here's another pair. I have a few pairs of chopsticks, and so this is just a different kind. This is for people who don't know how to eat Chinese food, and so that's why it has it that way. Or some people use a rubber band to help you use the Chinese chopsticks. But anyway, the chopsticks work really well for working on clocks, and that's why I keep them in my house. And that's why I take a pair when I go out to eat Chinese food. You can sharpen them. You can clean out the pivot holes with the chopsticks. They work better than toothpicks sometimes. And you can also go out and buy them you could buy these, like right here, these barbecue skewers. These great big toothpicks. I bought these at the Dollar Tree back when the Dollar Tree was $1. And so anyway, getting back to this clock. I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did you see that? We'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Why does it hit 13 times? I'll explain that in a second. People say that the rack and snail system went, and the rack and snail system, you could turn the hands backwards. You can, at times. However, if your clock is in cuckoo clock mode, like this, and now you turn the hands backwards, you're going to bend things. You have to imagine there's some hands on here, and you turn this backwards, things are going to bend. When I turn this backwards, it's in the cuckoo clock mode. I'm turning the hands backwards. What is going on with me turning the hands backwards? I'm going to explain that. This, because of the weight, is putting pressure on the teeth of the rack. This is at the snail, and so you're bending things. Something is going to give. And typically what gives is the separation distance between this arm, and that's why this cuckoo cuckoos 13 times is because the separation distance between this lever and this lever is not correct. You can turn the hands backwards. This is a perfect opportunity to turn the hands backwards because it is not in cuckoo mode. But once it gets in cuckoo mode, on certain time spans, such as the 12 o'clock, and you go to turning hands backwards, here I'm turning the hand backwards, something is going to give. So never tell your people that buy clocks, yeah, you could turn the hands backwards, because they did not hear that you could turn the hand backwards if it's not in cuckoo clock mode. Or, yeah, you could turn the hand backwards if the hands are at the 10 o'clock position. They didn't hear that. What they heard was, they said I could turn the hand backwards if it's not properly set. So, again, do not tell your people to turn the hand backwards. They don't know enough about clocks to know when not to turn the hand backwards. Again, case in point, this thing cuckoos 13 times. Do it again. Again, I have to hold this lever up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In that case, it was fine, but it wasn't all the way down. You can also see there's worn out procedures on this snail. There's worn out sections on this snail. So if it's here, it cuckoos 13 times. Here, it's a little bit higher. It'll cuckoo 12 times. But getting back to my point, the reason why a clock cuckoos 13 times is because the distance between here and here is not where it needs to be. And so you have to, and because we're on the subject, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to squeeze this thing in. Okay, and now it's cuckooing 15 times or 18 times or whatever because it dropped too far. I hope that showed you what I'm trying to explain to you is the distance between this arm and this arm has to be just right, or it's going to cuckoo, or it's not going to cuckoo enough. In some cases, if it's spread too much, it might only cuckoo 10 times on the 12 o'clock position. Now I have to fix this.